Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so it is 71-46 at the half. The Los Angeles Lakers are down by a million. Uh, this particular matchup, we got out to a really hot start. LeBron James strung together a bunch of three-point shots early on. TB hit 2 threes. Bron hit 2 threes, and we got up by a 14-point lead immediately. And then I don't think we hit another three-point shot after that. We proceeded to turn the ball over 13 times, and they proceeded to get hot. And that's the story. Anthony Simons, 6 out of 8 three-point shots. If he's going to shoot like that, you're not going to beat the Portland Trailblazers. The end. That's the end of the story. There ain't really much to say after that. 6 of 8 threes at the half. Can't beat nobody shooting like that. Especially when you turn the ball over left and right. And that's exactly what we're doing, coughing the ball up. 13 turnovers at the half. We're on a pace for 26 turnovers. Most of them unforced. Most of them ball jumping off our foot, dribbling it off the side of a leg, stepping out of bounds. Just really a comedy of errors. The rotations, I honestly, if I'm being 100% real with people, I honestly didn't think the rotations were all that bad. I didn't think that really contributed as much to our losses, or to our situation here, as much as just them outplaying us. I honestly am seeing Portland just beat my team. It ain't that much deeper than that. They are shooting the ball. They're rebounding the ball. They're doing what they need to do to take care of business, and we're having empty possessions left and right because they're really playing solid defense on the other side. Guys like Drew Eubanks is constantly getting blocks and offensive rebounds. Jeremy Grant, as I said, if he's scoring upwards of 30-something points, we can't beat them. He looks like he's on pace to play like that, dunking on people, flying all over the place. Offensive rebounds are just the case there. Defensive rebounds as well. Yusef Nurkic's a big guy playing hard. Josh Hart came out doing a lot of combo stuff. Dame Lillard ain't really scoring that much, but from the free throw line, he's making up for it, and he's getting points and rebounds and assists. So he's finding guys. Nasir Little, as I mentioned, you guys, he's fresh back, one of my favorite young players in the league. He just hasn't had a chance. He came back from a broken hip. He hit 3 threes. So if Nas is going to hit 3 threes, Anthony Simon's going to hit 6 threes in the first half, you're going to lose. You're not beating him. So this is what I thought would happen, man. This is a very emotional night for the Portland Trailblazers. Obviously, they lost their longtime announcer, Bill Schonely, and now we're in their arena the night off of the circumstance, and they're taking it to us. Patrick Beverley got into it with Dame Lillard, and as I said in the previous video, I don't think it was a Laker Talk video, but it might have been another. I think I was talking about the Memphis Grizzlies when I did that. I said that when you're going to talk and chirp, you're going to give the other team a keen level of focus. When you boast and things like that, what you're probably doing is giving the other team enough that motivation to come at you with their best play. So even if they're not 100% focused, once you start chirping at a guy like Dame, he's gonna have an intense intensity about himself that's gonna probably translate to you getting blown out. I don't think we've scored too much after that little exchange. I think ever since then, it's kind of just been them just jumping on top of us and beating the hell out of us. So, it's one of those situations where even though I'm not really upset at the rotations, I got to say that we got to take a look at who's not doing anything for us and remove them from the game at this point. The guys who are really doing something are with the best plus minus of the guys probably should be playing. Max Christie came out and did some really good themes early on defensively. Blocked a two-handed shot with verticality that was just phenomenal. I wish I remember who he blocked. I think it might have been Josh Hart, but it was phenomenal, man. Got to give Max Christie credit. The shot didn't quite fall, but it looked like it was on par, so I just want to see him take a few more shots. Russell Westbrook has not shown up to this game. Russell Westbrook's production is what the difference is. If he was doing what he always does every night, this would be a much closer game, but he's just not. He's nowhere to be found. He's absolutely nowhere to be found. Troy Brown, he's running around. He's coming to nothing. Patrick Beverley, 0 for gopher. We got nothing. So even though I'm not upset that rotations necessarily, the guys the coach is calling on, they're not getting it done. That's just the reality of it. For me, I don't like 3-guard rotations. So we started with Patrick Beverley, Dennis Schroeder, but put Troy Brown in there, LeBron James, and Thomas Bryant. I didn't really have a problem with that. I'm fine with that. We got off to a good start, too, with that lineup. But it's just one of those situations when you start turning the ball over, and then they start getting rhythm threes. They're at home. The crowd's behind them. You continue to turn the ball over. You continue to miss shots. Because we proceeded, like I said, we hit 4 straight threes and then proceeded to miss all the ones we took after that. Just a bunch of empty possessions. And the lack of athleticism on our side. When we lean on players like Patrick Beverley, they're up and down. You know what I mean? They're not going to be wiggly. They're not going to be able to stop high fly acts. Portland got high fly acts all over the place. Even Anthony Simons has caught a couple lobs in this game. So it's like we're just lacking the athleticism to make up for all these dang turnovers and missed shots that we're having down there. We don't, the players we were leaning on, they're not going to have too much success against the Jeremy Grants, Anthony Simons, and guys like that. Drew Eubanks jumping all over the place. We're just not able to meet their athleticism. So what I need our coach to do is to try to find a way to get more Winion on the floor, more Christie on the floor. Obviously, LeBron James going to have to stay intentional. And we're going to need Russell Westbrook to come into this game, because if he doesn't provide us the production that we need from him, there's no way for us to win. And this is why I want the Lakers to take a look at the trades that they're talking about making. You make a trade like the one they're talking about doing with Charlotte, you're going to have more games like tonight. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Terry Rozier is going to go 4 for 17, and you're not going to have none of what Russell Westbrook is also not bringing to the table tonight, as to which you're going to simulate what you see right here. It's going to be more of this if we get Russell off our team. Because we're seeing it. When he ain't himself, we getting blown out. So people need to take a note of that right now. Look at his score. He's not playing well. This is what happens when he doesn't. So I'm going to tell everybody right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are not on par to win this game. I do believe the Portland Trail Blazers will cool off to a degree, but don't count on it the way Anthony Simons is shooting. Don't count on him cooling off. I've seen games where he goes for 8 threes. He'll probably do that tonight. So see that coming. Nasir Little, he's just comfortably shooting threes off the bench. It's not like he's doing anything spectacular. He's just taking set shots. We need to do a much better job of doing something to stop them from shooting threes. Guard the perimeter better, obviously. That needs to be a point of emphasis. But beyond all else, we just got to stop turning the ball over, and we got to hit our free throws. As we said in the last game, we did a great job of hitting our free throws, and it made up for a lot of what went wrong. We're in the 60th percentile right now. That's not going to get it done when a team is shooting like this and you're turning the ball over. So that's why the score looks so bad. The Lakers, I don't know what we can do to make this game better, but I do know we didn't seem to respect their ability to score, which I tried to prepare us for this morning. They dropped 140 points on somebody on Dallas after dropping 132 on them. And that's why I feel like, when you come into a game like this, you look at the Portland Trail Blazers and you don't respect the fact that 4 games ago they had 4 players with 20 or more, with Dame having 40 in the same game. If you didn't realize you need to score that much against this team, just like you did against some of them other teams that we played against, like the Rockets or whomever, you're gonna lose. You got to be looking to score a lot. And I just think our coach didn't do his homework. That's what it shows me. When you line up and without the intention of running it up and keeping it up against a team like this, having looked at what they've been doing these last couple games, coming off a game where they just got beat by Philly where they couldn't throw a rock in the ocean, they weren't gonna look like that at home, man. They were not gonna look like that at home. So, Portland gets the credit thus far. Hopefully we can make it a game in the second half, maybe do something special. But the way it's looking right now, this game is already over. So. This is what it is, man. We'll have something for you at the end of the game. Hopefully the Lakers can at least make this a respectable game. But when you blow a 14-point lead and then proceed to go down by 20-something, it just brings you back to a space where you ain't ready to compete. You're not better than this team. And you look over to your right, you see Anthony Davis in street clothes once again. It is what it is, man. We just cannot keep doing this, Genie. We can't keep doing this. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching.